Hey, welcome to Barbershop Clips. This is a channel where you get to see really cool moments from the barbershop. I know the episodes are really long, but you can come here and enjoy really cool moments in short time as well. I hope you enjoy.
What are the surprise elements in this business? Like suddenly you realize that pilferage बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा है. Like what are the surprise things in a business like this?
Is there any pilferage in this business?
Yeah, so breakage happens, and what happens is
So breakage is pilferage.
Yeah.
so you know
There's
what
no stealing. There's no stealing from
No,
here.
so breakage is pilferage.
so what they do is so
टूट गया सर पीने के बाद बॉटल टूट गया सर
so it's in a way it's sort of good in a way that he's breaking your whiskey and wanting to consume it because there he is not bothered about कोई देख नहीं रहा है. He'll actually drink
Choose, yeah.
what he wants to drink.
Yeah.
That is the truest test कि वो शॉप बंद होने के बाद खुद क्या पी रहा है. Right? So you have to have certain percentages that you have to allow. You can't be होना ही नहीं चाहिए. That's not possible, right? So you have to see what the market leader percentage of breakage is. Be more. We are younger, so you have to be more flexible. And rather say if you want to drink, just tell us. Breakage mat karo. If you want to enjoy whatever, rather tell us than make it into a breakage. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And
Very interesting. But what decks you? I think, how happy are you in the progress over the last year or so? If you were to scale on 1 to 10, I might ask Pradeep this question as well. But rate yourself on 1 to 10 and
rate myself.
the business in terms
The
of
business.
trajectory. Like what has gone to plan? What is not?
So I think in our business, I think the brand is getting recognized in Delhi. People are demanding it. I think with the fund infusion now, the output comes to show more. So we're restricted by the capital. So if there's X capital, we can produce this much and sell that much. So I think because sometimes there's a shortfall, which is a good thing in my way. So I sometimes undersupply to say a Chandigarh market. I want to keep it slow in the beginning, right? Because if you dump, then the conversation reverses. So you have to be way more patient in the beginning, and that pays off. So now when the volumes will go up or the number of stores will go up, my expenses will remain more stable than shoot up because I am going aggressively. So this much I think we've learnt that going step by step is better. We have not foolishly gone about and opened. I'm just opening Haryana, right? So just one more state, right? So not gone to. Although we get calls, we get emails. People call us and say, why aren't you in Maharashtra? Why aren't you in Bangalore? Why aren't you in Uttarakhand? All those places, right? Because people travel and they maybe enjoy the whiskey here in Delhi. But going slow, I think this has come out beautifully for us in our eyes at least.
No, but it's amazing. Like post a fund infusion, going deep and going slow are two very counterintuitive things that founders do. People typically
I was
go
just
wide
thinking when he spoke.
and go fast.
Yeah, when you spoke, I was like, somebody's mentored you really well.
They were, yeah.
Thank you,
Who's
sir.
ever?
He's pretty much done this on his own, and full credit to him. I've just been involved in the last couple of months, so this is 100%.
No, but you've really like deeply committed to building it long term.
Yeah, and
Like it's very clear, like you're building it
The right
for
way.
the memory, like you're building it for the brand to stand as the brand. Because most people will just like don't dump, build a relationship with retailer, treat your salespeople respectfully,
Because it will not
have
last.
honest conversations.
Even if right now I can open up say 5 cities in a month's time, but I have to support.
Yeah.
As a company, we need to have the resources to support the team, support the trade. We cannot just say it'll sell on its own.
That's the thing.
That's
no,
foolish.
Entrepreneurs are told, build the plane as you fly it, shoot first, aim later, dekha jayega, fail fast. All of these things are very counter to this.
Yeah.
प्लेन बन रहा है,
Yeah.
हमें तो दिख रहा है बनते हुए,
उड़ा लेंगे जब
उड़ रहा है, right? Now when to take off, I think we will know, right? The team will know.
Yeah.
Now this is now the time to press. You have to mature, simmer first, because if you have to invest crores and crores of investor money behind a brand,
Yeah,
you
better
have
be
to
sure the
cover your
pro-
basics
yeah,
first.
I agree with you.
And you have to make sure that the trade is in your support, or at least
important.
And you also said it's better off making trade win the first time you go. Re-entering a market is like starting
Deadly.
worse than
yeah,
zero.
yeah.
It's like starting worse than zero.
First unlearn, convince
Yeah,
again,
convince
and-
the guy, and and once people have made up their mind, it's very difficult to change their mind about something.
Yeah.
Any process. So better to win the first time you go in with the discipline, and also have the humility to accept if something is not working. So the person on the other side knows that they're at least dealing with somebody who's receptive and listens. Like if you go there saying, yeah, just do this, I want you to do this, and you doesn't work. You
No, there's
can't.
no way.
Yeah, there's this. Once the door is shut, the door is really shut.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to keep that door.
Oh, completely.
So one small thing that say I will do going forward for the next 6 months, I will visit Bombay, I will visit Bangalore, I will visit these places, share my whiskey, meet the trade people, allow them personally, right, and get to familiarize, the brand, who we are as a company, let them enjoy the whiskey, retouch again, and then see where is the fitment happening, right? Where are people more receptive to us?
Yeah.
Because if you're going out to a different city and people are not welcoming, it'll become increasingly difficult to be in that city.
Yeah.
And how do you make sure that you focus adequately on both the mountain whiskey and the classic?
So actually, this is just we bottled it just yesterday for the first time. So this is from the first batch itself. I think Delhi, we have a strong base, so we have clear targets for what both clear targets.
So shiny new thing का वही होता है. Like everyone suddenly gets attracted to this. यही बेचना है. Then you can.
No. So we can't
Forget
leave the
the equity.
backbone. The core has to. We can't lose sight of the core. Even if I add something else, the
Yeah.
core has to function first. You can't. And even if you look at any big company, right, like a single malt, all of these, they have a backbone somewhere,
Yeah.
right? You can't lose your sight on that from that backbone,
Yeah.
because that's what's helping any other thing follow through with it. And I think simple stuff and just sticking to that simple
Yeah,
stuff is
yeah.
important.
It's amazing,
Sometimes
yeah.
the most difficult thing to do is just that.
That's
Yeah,
great.
stay simple, stay focused.
So then you visit people like him, because they've already done it. So that there's a lot of maturity and who to work with. For example, in certain right now I want to open duty free, right?
I was
So-
just thinking about that. I was
yeah.
going to ask
So
you that question.
I messaged him. So can you please introduce me to someone who has worked in duty free? Now this gentleman no longer works. Apparently he's in COVID he left. But I'm going to meet him now. So even if that person is not in
Yeah,
duty
yeah.
free anymore, at least he'll guide to a certain degree in
Yeah.
how to go about it.
Yeah.
And I think the right introduction will
Goes
make
a
sure
long
that the person gives you time,
Yeah.
right? Is honest with you in that meeting, than just go randomly go approach a
There is
person.
pressure of connection.